Well. Gladiator II has finally made its thunderous entrance into theaters, and the gods of cinema are clearly feasting. Directed by the one and only Ridley Scott, yes, the original master is back. This long-anticipated sequel stars Paul Mescal, Pedro Pascal, Denzel Washington, and Connie Nielsen, with a genre-defining combination of epic historical drama and action that rumbles like a Roman war drum. Originally released in the year 2000, Gladiator became an instant classic, winning hearts, minds, and 5 Academy Awards. So when word hit the internet that Gladiator II was in the works, the reaction on social media was nothing short of a digital Colosseum of excitement. Twitter, or should we say X, practically exploded, Instagram reels filled with fan theories, and YouTube. Oh boy, trailers amassed millions of views in hours. Fans hailed its arrival like returning soldiers from war. And did someone say TikTok? Let's just say, Gen Z now knows who Maximus Decimus Meridius is, and they're making slow-mo edit tributes faster than you can say are you not entertained? Without giving away too many juicy bits, no spoilers, promise, pinky swear, Gladiator II picks up decades after the fall of Maximus. Our protagonist this time. Lucius, remember that wide-eyed young prince from the original film? Yep, he's all grown up now, with a fierce beard, a fire in his belly, and some serious daddy issues. Lucius finds himself tangled in a world of corruption, rebellion, and, of course, blood-soaked arenas. The Roman Empire is no longer the mighty juggernaut it once was, now it's more like an influencer with a cracked iPhone, still flashy, but definitely fragile. The plot centers around Lucius being thrust back into the very gladiatorial world his mother tried to shield him from. And yes, expect political intrigue, betrayals, and a fair share of sand-kicking showdowns. The film's central themes of legacy, vengeance, and freedom are explored with the grace of a lion and the brutality of a broadsword. But more on that later. Paul Mescal delivers an absolutely beastly performance as Lucius. You might know him from Normal People, and if not, where have you been, but here. He's all grit, muscle, and magnetic intensity. There's a quiet fury in his eyes that burns brighter than 1,000 torches. Pedro Pascal plays a complex Roman general with more layers than a Greek baklava. He can flip from charming to terrifying with the raise of an eyebrow, a true chameleon in a toga. Meanwhile, Denzel Washington brings that heavyweight gravitas as a mysterious power broker whose allegiance remains teasingly unclear. Every word he utters sounds like it should be engraved on a marble statue. Connie Nielsen returns as Lucilla, elegant, tragic, and still sharp as a senator's dagger. Honestly, it's a powerhouse cast, and nobody phones it in. Ridley Scott is like the Julius Caesar of Hollywood directing, except without the betrayal, unless you count studio execs, but that's another story. At 80+ years old, this guy directs like a man possessed. The pacing is tight, the tension taut, and the battle sequences? Let's just say you'll feel every clash, scream, and sword slice. His visual storytelling is nothing short of majestic. Scott knows exactly when to slow things down for emotional gut punches and when to let the lions loose, literally. The script, penned by David Scarpa, is sharper than a gladius. The dialogue feels rich and authentic without being overly theatrical. There are moments of philosophical depth, whispers of ancient wisdom, and plenty of crowd-pleasing one-liners, without sounding Marvel-y, bless. Character arcs are carefully woven. Lucius's journey feels earned, not forced. Every betrayal hurts, every alliance feels precarious. The narrative structure echoes the original while branching confidently into new, bolder territory. Visually, Gladiator II is chef's kiss. Cinematographer Dariusz Wolski paints each frame like a Renaissance canvas, that's also on fire. The sun-soaked deserts, the gleaming marble of Rome, the crimson-stained arenas, every shot drips with cinematic richness. The camera movements are kinetic in battle and patient during dialogue, letting performances breathe. There's a real sense of scale and intimacy. One minute you're marveling at 1,000 soldiers on horseback, the next you're close enough to see a tear tremble on someone's cheek. Composer Harry Gregson Williams takes the musical torch from Hans Zimmer, and he doesn't just keep it lit, he builds a sonic inferno. The score is bold, bombastic, and deeply emotional. Ancient instruments blend seamlessly with modern cinematic tones, creating something both timeless and totally fresh. The music pulses during battles, whispers during betrayals, and soars in moments of triumph. And yes, there are thematic nods to the original that will have longtime fans teary-eyed. The sets are jaw-droppingly good. From the lavish decadence of Roman palaces to the blood-streaked dust of the Colosseum, everything screams authenticity. The armor, the weapons, the makeup, it's all so detailed, you can practically smell the sweat and sandalwood. From collapsing temples to roaring beasts, the special effects are seamless, grounded, and gritty. Everything feels tactile and real. That's no easy feat in the age of green screens and AI-generated extras. The marketing campaign for Gladiator II was as strategic as a Roman military campaign. Teaser posters featuring just a bloodied sword. Viral. Behind-the-scenes reels of Mescal training with real gladiators. Instagold. Internationally, it's doing gangbusters. European audiences are eating it up, and in Asia, the film's visual storytelling transcends language barriers. Whispers of a third installment? Oh, they're definitely circling like vultures. And with Ridley's track record, don't be surprised if we see a Gladiator cinematic universe on the horizon. Gladiator II grapples with legacy. What does it mean to inherit power? To escape your past? To build your own destiny? These are the questions that haunt Lucius, and by extension, the viewer. There's also a strong commentary on the corrupting nature of empire, timely, and a beautifully subtle exploration of identity, who we are versus who the world expects us to be. Freedom, honor, sacrifice, revenge, these aren't just buzzwords. They're thematic pillars. And Ridley Scott knows how to lean into them without turning the movie into a classroom lecture. It's smart and cinematic. The emotional impact? Phew. Expect to walk out of the theater with goosebumps, possibly tears, and a strong urge to shout dramatic monologues at pigeons in the park. Audiences are responding with massive applause, both online and off. Some viewers are calling it better than the original, controversial, but hey, they're not totally wrong. The emotional highs, the visual splendor, the performances, they're all working together like a well-oiled Roman war machine. Gladiator II is not just a worthy sequel, it's a full-blown cinematic triumph. It's bold, bloody, beautiful, and deeply human. The performances are electric, the direction inspired, and the entire production an ode to epic storytelling. Whether you're a history buff, a film nerd, or someone who just loves a good sword fight, this one's for you. And yes, it's 100% worth the ticket price, the popcorn calories, and the 2-hour emotional roller coaster.